Hello, this is Lance Cleveland. I'm back on our Weebly site and I'm going to show you some of the ways you can adjust the look and feel of the Locator interface while you're on Weebly. Now this is an older version of our default theme. That style's been updated and I'll show you that update at the end of this video, and you'll see that we have set Weebly specific rules to clean up the inputs on the radius input as well as the find locations button. Now to do these changes, the easiest way to do this is going to be to go to your developer window inside of your browser. Now all the browsers have either a develop mode or develop window of some sort. So I've got Safari opened, I'm on develop, and I have it set up to do the web inspector. And what you can do is once you have develop mode open, you can click on any of these options and inspect the element for the element that you want to change. And it'll bring it up with the HTML list in the developer window. Normally this will appear below your browser. By the way, I've set it to the right for this video so it's easier to see what's going on. So it's not the HTML I'm interested in as much as the CSS rules. So what we want to do is we want to look over here on the sidebar and look for the CSS rules that affect this button. Now this rule here is the rule that I've added, so I'm going to refresh the page so you can see what it looks like originally. You can see that button's really small. So I'm going to take a look at this here and find the element is here, and here's the CSS rules. What I want to do is I want to copy this rule. Now this is in Safari. Most of the other browsers, Chrome, Firefox, etc., will have a way to right click on this and copy the rule. So I've copied this rule. That's the entire CSS code I need to change this button. What you want to do is go to your My Store Locator Plus account and go to Advanced Options, go to Settings, and View. So inside of Settings View, you'll actually see at the bottom underneath your Style Gallery are some rules that you can set, including Custom CSS. So I'm going to paste that rule that I've copied here. And here I can change any of the rules. You'll need to know some basic CSS. In this case, I already know from playing with the settings that adding padding to this button helps the styling because of the way Weebly has added some extra CSS. They've actually forced that button using some WebKit special settings that will affect Firefox and Chrome and Safari, not necessarily IE, depending whether or not you're running Vista. So CSS rules, as always, even in 2017, are a dark art, black magic to get everything working right in other browsers. Maybe someday we'll have actual standard CSS rules, but until then you can custom tailor them. So here I've added the padding again here using a standard CSS rule, and I just save it on the My Store Locator Plus dashboard. Now if I go back to the Weebly site and I reload this page, it will reread the rules, including that CSS update from the server, from the MySLP server, and it will change the look of that button. So you can see it now has extra padding around it. So I'm going to show you using this field, the radius selector, how to test rules before you go and set them on the other side with My Store Locator Plus. What I like to do is I come into the inspector again, come up to a rule I want to change, and at the end of this you can just click in Safari, same with Firefox, I believe Chrome has something similar, where you can click at the end of the rule that you want to use and add things. For example, I'm going to set the CSS rule border, I'm going to set it to solid 1 pix light gray, and you can see it's changed dynamically over here in the main browser window. I can now copy this rule, because when I refresh the page, that rule will not save. That is not a permanent rule, it's just temporary, kind of playing with the settings as a live developer. And I can come over here to the Settings View tab again under Advanced Options in My Store Locator Plus, and I can paste that rule here. And you can see now I've got the entire rule set. I'll save it. And now if I come back to this site here, go to my locations page, it will reread the rule, and you can see that's a new rule. So that's how you go and edit the CSS. Now, with the latest version of the style gallery, I'll show that to you. Got to clear the style cache here so it goes out to all of our servers. And now I can pull the new style gallery in. So you'll see what I've done with the rules. I've added some Weebly specific rules so you don't have to edit the find button and the locations button specifically. So I've now changed my style. I'm going to come down here and we're going to clear this entry so we'll actually go back to the defaults. So again, I just went into settings view, pick any other style that I want, and then reselect default, and it will pick up the July 2017 updates, which includes some Weebly specific edits. And I can show you what it looks like by default with the current style gallery. You can see we've actually added styles specifically to Weebly rules to clean up the locator. So that's how you edit your own custom rules. If you have any questions, shoot us an email, support@storelocatorplus.com, jump on the forums, or for my SLP customers, you can use the contact form in your account. Thanks for watching.